The all-new Real 92.3, LA's home for hip-hop, live from the BET Awards Radio Room 2017. I'm DJ Ayo, sitting here with Jessie Reyez. What's up?
Happiness.
How is this your first BET Radio Room?
It is my first, yeah.
Is this your first radio room, like, in general?
Yeah.
How many interviews have you done?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but they've been
A lot?
dope. Yeah, a lot.
But all of them have been good so far?
Yeah, almost all of them.
My brother, what's up? You know this man right here?
No.
Oh,
What's up?
come on.
Hello. I'm good.
Mac Wiles.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah.
How you doing?
So, we got a new EP. Well, the EP came out a couple months ago, Kiddo EP.
Yeah.
And the single is called Figures.
The single's called Figures.
Talk about this experience and this record and your EP really starting to bubble.
Figures is just about, can I cuss?
Yeah, we'll edit it.
Asshole who cheated. That's what Figures is about.
It's a real story?
It's a real story. All the songs are real stories.
Dope.
I mean, all of them except Fuck It. Fuck It, the first song is a fantasy that stemmed off a real story. I should have crashed that motherfucker's car. That's what I should have done. But that's what the first song is about. And then Figures is about that. And then Gatekeeper is about sexual abuse in the music industry. Blue Ribbon was a freestyle. And Great One is about God and my parents.
Dope. So, what do you want people as a new artist to know about you?
That I want to keep things as honest as possible.
Yeah.
And that I hope people resonate with my truth.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes them feel comforted. Because I remember when I was going through stuff and I would listen to Amy Winehouse or I would listen to Bob Marley, and it was like...
So crazy you said Amy Winehouse. I said because your attitude, when you were just like talking about fuck it in the fantasy, I was like, yo, her attitude reminds me of Amy Winehouse. For some reason, I picked up Kehlani and Amy Winehouse vibes from you a little bit.
Oh, cool. I love Kehlani too.
Yeah.
She's dope, man.
Yeah, she's
Kehlani's
super dope.
so dope. That's cool. Thank you. That's a compliment, man.
No,
Thank you.
of course. So I was in I was in the A studio with Mark, who works with Calvin Harris.
Yeah.
And he was raving about you.
Good.
He was like, yo, Jessie Reyez, her voice is amazing. And they played me a record. The record is dope.
No way.
Yeah, he
Cool.
played me the whole album a couple weeks ago.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Ooh, that comes out in like 5 days.
How crazy is it to be working with a producer like Calvin Harris?
It's soda, man. It's bananas. I cannot believe it.
How did you link?
Twitter.
You hit him, he hit you?
He hit me on Twitter and was like, yo, man. Figures that just broke like 2 million, I think.
Right.
And he was like, people are really messing with you. The industry's messing with you. I just thought that you should know that. And I was like, cool. And then he was like, yeah, I'm working on some stuff. And then I said, let's work. And then it was supposed to be one session in Los Angeles, and I came down, and then one session turned into a week, and then that week turned into more stuff, and like he's like dope. Like Mark, that team, they're all so dope,
and they're so cool.
So cool, man. He's like offering me advice and giving me guidance, and like all this is new to me. So I welcome any sort of guidance, any sort of positive energy I could get. It's very welcome, and they've just been like filling my cup, man.
How many records did you guys do?
We did a few.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that there was a record that they were talking about that you had too that they were listening to.
Yeah, man. We did a few. We did a bucket full, man.
That's exciting. What were you doing 2 years ago?
What was I doing 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I was bartending. I was busking 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was in this program called the Remix Project in Toronto. That's an at-risk. It's an incubator for at-risk youth from the age of 16 to 24 for art.
Why would they call you at-risk youth?
Because that's why I usually do this, but I was fidgeting because I'm nervous.
No, don't be nervous. You're good.
You tell them what area you're from, and you tell them what your history is and what kind of adversities you faced.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I talk about what privileged is versus what at risk is, I am conflicted because I feel like I'm so privileged to have such a good family. Like my mom and my dad are still together, and my brother's very supportive, and my mom's the youngest of 11, so I have such richness in family that I never felt that much. But when it came to music and getting like your network up or studio time, that shit was so expensive. I couldn't it was just crazy. So that all that mixed together, and it's difficult though, man. It's difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're rich in love, it's hard to feel
sad about other things, because it's like, yo, I'm blessed here. Like, how can I feel? You start to like second guess your own emotions.
Yeah, but I told him my story. I was like, I was just bartending and I was busking, and then like busking for beer money when I wasn't bartending, you know, and that I'd been chasing music, and then that shit happened to me with Gatekeeper, like the I don't know if y'all heard it yet.
True story.
Yeah,
I didn't know, like you said, he was a true story. So
yeah, all of that, man. All of that.
Crazy. So where are you from originally?
Toronto, and then spent some time in Brampton and spent some time in Florida.
Where in Florida?
In Fort Lauderdale.
I lived in Miami for a while.
Yo, man, I love Florida. I used to work at Bongos. I used to bartend at Bongos. Yeah.
Really? Yo, I was in Miami in 2013.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Probably around, were you there at that time? Yeah, same time.
Crazy.
There was a station, 103.5 The Beat.
Yeah,
I ran that station. We built it in like October of 2013.
Cool, man.
And so I was down there.
Bro, I was out there with my mixtapes, man. I didn't have enough money to buy envelopes, so I would get papers and get my CDs and like fold the paper up and put tape on it, flip it, put Jessie Reyez and my phone number. And I was going to concerts. Like I remember being at Fillmore's out there when Kendrick had his concert 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And I was standing there trying to just hand them out and stuff, and then did like a cypher outside with people. Like it was jokes. I got love for Florida.
Yeah,
man.
A lot of love for Florida, and the weather's amazing.
Yeah, man. It's dangerous to your ambition if you like to
if
chill
you get
too
distracted.
much.
Yeah, it's not the place.
No. But because it's so beautiful. It's so dope.
Think about handing out those paper folded CDs to now.
Yeah.
Working with Calvin Harris, EP out, single over 2 million plays. Where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
Oh my God. Hopefully got some Grammys on the shelf.
Yeah.
Got my dad a farm.
Got your dad a farm?
Yeah, a farm.
Where?
Probably Florida.
Yeah.
Probably Florida. Maybe Colombia, but probably Florida.
Yeah.
An orphanage named after my mother. And on my way to like leaving a massive philanthropic contribution to the world before I die, so I could die a legend. I just want to die a legend. So in 5 years, if I'm still alive, on my way to dying a legend.
Still gonna be alive in 5 years. But that's dope. What are you looking forward to most at the BET Awards this year?
Oh my God, meeting Kid Cudi.
Meeting Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
That's the highlight.
Yeah, man, that's my highlight is meeting Kid Cudi.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What did Kid Cudi do for you?
Yo, we were talking about how you're like, what I hope people take it away and stuff. Yeah. I went through my shit when I was younger. Everybody goes through those teenage years where you think,
it's hard.
It's hard sometimes.
Especially in the social media era.
I'm
glad I didn't grow up in that.
Man, everything's documented. You better not move wrong. Everything's documented.
Yo.
So, but he like, I don't know, man. You're going through darkness. You're walking through a cave, and you have family that cares, and they say like everything's gonna be fine. But because the family's not in that cave with you, and family loves you conditionally. You don't feel like they really understand, even though it's love. But when someone else is like, I'm in this darkness too. I'm gonna show you my mirror so you can see your darkness too.
Right.
That like
it touched you.
It touched me, man. Him and Amy did that for me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
When you work on your art, when you're creating, do you ever doubt what you're creating, or are you pretty much, once you've made up the mind to create something and your product is done, you believe in it?
No, I doubt it all the time.
Really?
I'm a fan of going into the studio and making like 5 songs.
Yeah.
And then once I'm done 5 or 6,
yeah.
I'll like listen to them, and then one of those will hit me harder, and then that's the one that I know I gotta like take on and polish. And
do you leave the other ones to die, or do you ever revisit them? Or?
I know I rarely revisit. I feel like when truth is potent enough, it resonates immediately. And so if you can't search for truth, if it's there, it'll find you. I think that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't like revisiting. I like when shit hits me, and if either it's black or white, it does or it doesn't.
That's good, because that's your process. Everyone's process is different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dope. Congratulations on everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
No, of course. And again, the EP, Kiddo EP, out now. Came out in April?
Kiddo EP came out in April? Yeah. Kiddo EP came out in April?
EP, April 21st.
Okay, so April. And then Figures out now, over 2 million plays. People who don't know, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, what is it?
Jessie Reyez, JESSIE REYEZ.
And now you know.
Now you know.
BET Awards 2017. Yo, since this is your first one, have a good time. Right?
Thank you
Experience
so much.
everything.
Thank you.
I'm DJ AO, Jessie Reyez, here with me right now on the all-new Real 92.3, LA's home for hip-hop, live from the BET Awards Radio Room 2017.